Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. It's Tuesday, which means I'm back at work. I know, I am sad too. I wish it was an endless holiday, an endless paid holiday. You can have an endless holiday. It's called, not having a job. But I'd like to have an endless paid holiday. Is that how the 1% feel when their money is all already like they have infinite wealth from their accounts and stuff, and they're just getting dividends, and that's enough to sustain them? Oh, that's so nice. I can only imagine. That's all I can do. Well, we're gonna continue working on the game and continue cleaning things up like we were yesterday. And yeah, that's the plan. Let's get into that plan. I like getting into the plan. It's a good plan. So what I want to do, though, is our size map is freaking tied down. Why is it now character stats here? Wait, did I fix them? Last night, it was still the blueprint function library up here. Now it says character stats. It's the same size. Huh. Okay. Also, why is something using this old info? Why is something using this old info? Because I have this s.info, old. But I also have the new one, don't I? Yeah, this needs to go to where's this? Abilities damage over time. Yeah, this needs to go into the same place as all the other stuff. Let's go under character structs. So if I open up the .info. This has the dot types, but otherwise it's the same thing, right? Sound-based widget, linear color. Oh, this is an aggro system. Hey Jay, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Okay. Okay, well, we'll investigate. I wish this maintained the order of things, but it doesn't. I'm doing all right, Let's see. Go edit view. Oh, hold on. Do we have errors? We do. We do have errors. Yeah, let's see if we have any other errors. I love how these errors and none of this stuff was showing until a full relaunch. Oh, look at all those errors. Oh, lovely. Yeah, let's go ahead and fix everything. Thank you, game. Why did you not realize that these were all errors before? Okay, we fix. Hey Guts, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right, doing all right. As good as it could be for a person who's back at work. Yep. As good as it could be. Could be so much better if it wasn't. If I wasn't at work. It'd be so nice. But alas, it is not meant to be. I deserve that? What did I do to deserve that? Hold on a second. What did I do? What could I have possibly have done to deserve that? A stable income, a career? You earned that? Oh, I thought you were talking about my suffering of having to work for it. And I'm still thinking that you meant that, but now you're trying to find a way of making it seem like I'm questioning you for something good you said. I'm not paranoid. I don't know what you're talking about. You would never. No, that doesn't seem like you at all. You're a very genuine and honest and kind person. Speaking of kind, there's a person that makes YouTube shorts. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen shorts from Youth Pastor Ryan. Yeah, Youth Pastor Ryan. He's not actually a youth pastor, but he has a great short that involves Canada. And the difference between kind and polite. I just gotta show this. This is so good. No copyright me, YouTube.
Is happening. What do we do?
Okay. First things first. Let's take over India. The hell? Well, I have just one idea. Have we considered calling them?
Please don't call them.
Oh, hey there, guys. We got your text. We're excited to show the difference between nice and polite.
Hello, Canada. Please remember Geneva's list this time.
Oh, Geneva, that sweet girl. Last time we were here, we checked off everything on her list. They actually added more because we were doing so good.
No, that's not the idea.
Or bad. I guess this time we'll just have to come up with some creative workarounds.
Please, that's not what we mean. 9. Let the man cook.
Okay, first question. If we poison all their food, but it's with a naturally occurring bacteria, does that count as a...
Glad they're on our sides this time.
All right, you're a world...
So, apparently, I don't know much of Canada's history, but I've been learning that basically the Geneva Convention is because of Canada, which is hilarious to me, because now I'm in Canada. So, apparently Canada likes to break the Geneva Convention, and by break it, it really means that they like to write the Geneva Convention after Canada is involved in wars, which is funny to me. This has a character reference. Yeah, we'll get that character reference later. Or fix the character reference later on this one. For now, we just do this. Unless this character reference is an actor. No, it's an actual thing. Yeah, we'll get that later. Okay. We good? No, we're not. That's still all broken. It's great. It's great. What happened here? What the hell happened? Okay, we're good. Everything is fine, guys. Everything's fine. So now if I checked again. Okay, is this still, it's character stats. Okay, let's work on character stats. Good job, me. So first of all, it has the options menu reference. So that's probably the problem. This one not being used in here, but it has. Let's see if it's needed, and then we kill it. Kill it with fire if we do not need. I found out that the third season of One Punch Man has come out. Well, the first episode of it. It's not on Crunchyroll. Which means I have to use my devious means of watching it. And apparently it's rated R. I don't know about the other seasons, but the third season is rated R, which is piracy. I don't like to call it piracy. I like to call it, if you gave it to me for the thing where I'm paying money for, I would be paying money for it. But you kind of made it so I can't pay money for it, so I'm not paying money for it. Think that checks out? Okay, I see the problem. So this thing creates the health bar that's above our head. That's fine. And is that why it's a reference? Hold on. If I go back here, it goes, no, it says AC abilities right under it. So it goes to AC abilities from there. So there's an AC abilities reference in character or vice versa. That's probably what's going on. So one of them might be referencing the other. So it's probably not the health bar. I'm probably fine on that one. I very much say probably. Well, there's the player reference. That's probably has to do something with it. Okay, let's go ahead and fix that. I wish I did not have to remove the spaces every time, because I always forget to. Hello, Scroneck, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Deep in the Mariana Trench. That's the deepest place in the world, right? The Mariana Trench, if I recall. I guess I should be checking specifically the player pawn on this one. There's no way to tell where that stuff is coming from. There's no menu or nothing to click on. You just have to poke around your code. Well, it tells you that what is referencing what. So, from my understanding at least. So, it's telling me that, like, this is being loaded, and it's loaded by the next thing up, loaded by the next thing up, loaded by the next thing up, up, and eventually it gets up here. So, I have a reference for the player to something here that is being used somehow up the chain. The reference is somewhere, like all of these somehow reference each other. So I just found a player reference inside of AC character stats. So we're gonna get rid of that, and then we're gonna go down to AC abilities if it's still there, and continue down the list. It's a crack that goes around the world. I'll show you a crack that goes around the world. I don't know what that means. You don't need to learn about it very early on. I've been working on this game for over a year. I'm only now doing this. Like, would it like if I knew what my game was going to be built as and how it was going to work, I could have done it earlier, and then it would have been easier. But because I've been prototyping for so long and I've removed like functions entirely and like mechanics entirely and changed them, it would have been a waste of time, because I would have spent time doing this and then thrown it out, spent time doing something and then thrown it out, spent time doing something and thrown it out. So right, it would push me further back. So I'm perfectly happy with the fact that I'm doing this now versus before. Dungeon level. Oh, cards for dungeon level is the new next one I need to get. Oh, I should also move myself here. There you go. Hey, Blue Sneaker, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You're the type of guy who did all your documents first, so you know what you're gonna do as far as that, but not when it comes to making the stuff. Well, that's okay. But you know your mechanics, so once you're designing them, you know, figure out how they're gonna be work, like how everything's gonna work, and then you just do it the proper way right away because you know how it's gonna work. I don't. That's why I did it this way. Current level spawner count. I should get that as well, actually, from the same place. That's a dungeon variable. I'm just gonna move this here. Yep. It's not what I meant to click. Oh, spawner count, that's fine. What's happening today? Same thing as yesterday, but we're gonna actually make progress, I'm hoping. Because we did a lot of stuff yesterday of cleanup and organization and improvements, and today's gonna be more of that, but better, stronger, faster, happier, debatable, probably not happier, definitely not happier. It's pain learning this stuff. You've been working on your ragdoll, fixing it up for days and days. I don't know. If you're not enjoying working on the ragdoll, work on something else. I don't know. I have fun with all of this. Like, there's nothing here that's like, oh my god. Like, I wish I wasn't doing this. Maybe just that part of game dev you don't enjoy, which is fine. You know, try to find something you do. Just stop clipping through stuff when it's at high speeds. That's difficult to do. Look at insert any game with ragdoll. Pretty much all games have clipping with ragdoll to some degree. Pretty much all of them. It's almost a requirement. Not actually, but almost. Aha! There it goes. There goes the character reference. Do it harder? Oh my. You're trying to avoid doing it with CCD. Crazy Canadian disorder. I don't know what CCD is. What's CCD? Is it not crazy Canadian? It's not that you don't enjoy it, it's that you feel like you're stuck. Constant collision checking. I mean, maybe you just need to try doing it a different way. Maybe that's all. Find a different way of doing it. Way, way, way. I get to kill all of this. Okay, I need to do you. Rotate towards cursor. Bam. Character info. Player. Player. Rotate towards cursor. Just need to grab you. Because we only want this on the player. So this is only going to exist on the... I mean, it's going to exist on the parents as well, but just... But it doesn't have to. This way it won't do anything on the non-player. Hell yeah. Why do you not turn off your in-game music? Stinger, you're just listening to my background music right now. This is not in game. I'm not playing. This is just background music. It's changing after every song. What do you mean? Now we're going to a different song. When I'm playing the demo? Because that's what I just assigned to the game for now. I don't listen. I'm not listening to the. If I hit play, oh, hold on. More errors. I have music off. So. Yeah, I'm not even listening to the in-game music when I hit play anymore. If I hit play. See? I gotta fix that. Yeah, there's stuff that's not loading right now because there's right. Is it gonna throw errors now? That's no. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. But I know why it's throwing errors because I'm working on in the middle of this. So it should throw errors, but. This needs reworking as well.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Great. All the things. Something to fix right now in your spreadsheet. The only thing you would write is everything. The word everything. You've been working with meta sounds and you wonder how other people deal with music in a game? I just hit play. That works for me. It's great. You just go and you hit play, and then it plays. practical. That's the best kind of ackle. Or sorry, cowl. The practic one. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't mind me. I'm totally okay. Totally fine. Definitely fine. I was thinking. Definitely dangerous thing. I know I shouldn't be thinking, but I was thinking. I don't have anything past that. Just so we're clear here. I just want you to know that I was thinking, and that is a dangerous thing. Yep. To be careful. Next time you think, just remember, I think too, and whew, you see what happens when I think. Nothing good. Insert random joke. Perfect, thank you. I appreciate the random joke. Hold on, I'll get you a random joke. I got hit in the head by a soda can, but it doesn't hurt that much. It was a soft drink. Was it everything you hoped it was? I hope it was. Oh, it was everything you hoped. Wow, and you're not married, I assume? That level of wisdom is not easily come by. I know, right? It's such a shocker. It's a random better joke? Oh, I got you, don't worry. I just got fired from my job at the keyboard factory. They told me I wasn't putting in enough shifts. Do you want me to make the joke better? I can. Here's how I can make the joke better. So, it's funny because shift is a button on the keyboard, and a shift is also a period of time where you work. So you could have one shift, so you go at one during the day, and that's you work during that time. You have two shifts, you go in one time, then leave, and you come back a different time. That's two shifts. So your keyboard, when you press shift many times, right, that's like going on many shifts at work, and that's what the joke means. It's making a correlation between the two. I hope my explanation of this joke has made it so much better for those of you who didn't missed it. See, this is how we improve the joke. Hello, Jay. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Did I say hi to you earlier? I don't know. It's an interesting day. Got it. Okay, good. You're not even a father? How can you come up with all these horrible dad jokes? That's gotta be AI. No. I'm not using AI. I'm using a website that might be using AI. But I'm not using AI. As you know, having to explain a joke makes it so much better. It does. Because then everyone can laugh together. And isn't it better when everyone laughs together? Because if only one person is laughing about something, that's not a joke. That is creepy. Hey, Panda Gamer, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What are we doing today? We're optimizing, cleaning stuff up, having a good time chatting, telling great dad jokes. Just great. I don't know what this word bad is. Here's one that a lot of you guys will relate, I'm sure. What did the Java code say to the C code? You've got no class. Now, I can imagine what this joke means, but as I do not code, my assumption is C does not have class, which Java does. So that's the joke. I hope this explanation has helped. Remember, guys, it's always funnier when everyone gets it together. Yeah, when everyone gets it together, yeah. Everyone should understand it, and then we can all laugh together and have a good time. That's right. Like I said, if only 1%'s laughing, creepy. So if you ever need me to explain a joke, don't worry, I got you. For example, my older brother always tore the last pages of my comic book and never told me why. I had to draw my own conclusions. So it's funny because comics are drawings, and so drawing your own conclusions is a saying, and so is drawing the conclusions to the comic. Do you see how much better it is once I explain it? You're welcome, by the way. Is that what my therapist said? Blue Sneaker, do you truly believe I have a therapist? Do you think I would be the way I am if I had a therapist? Let's be honest here. Yes, you guys? I mean, clearly then you're not doing a great job. If you're trying to say you're the therapist and here's where I am, I think you gotta do better. You gotta do better. You're not getting paid very well for this? You're not putting in more effort? everyone needs to start somewhere. Why would someone pay you if this is your, current result of your clientele? That's not a reason to get someone to pay. You gotta show that you can do the work. Don't you blame me for your problems? They're your own thing. It's not a result of anything you did. Now, you're not behaving like a good therapist. I'm pretty sure my therapist should not say that, I'm the result of my problems. They should be like, oh yeah, all your problems are external. Yeah, none of this is your fault. Pretty sure that's how that should work. You move so fast, it's hard to see what you're doing. Can you talk through what you're doing as you do it? Yeah, so wherever I see player reference, I replace it with a player pawn and then use the blueprint interface version of whatever node that I'm swapping out. So I'm basically I have a blueprint interface that is on the player in this case, and I'm just using a blueprint interface instead of a direct connection. That's basically all I'm doing for all of this. No, there's no state trees are involved in any of this. Basically, wherever I have this reference, this player reference, which is a direct reference to the actual blueprint class of the player, I'm getting rid of it and swapping it for non-hard references. So only soft references here. Yeah, we don't like the hard stuff anymore. It didn't do good for our health. Right, so here I'm checking that the hat that has this tag, but no longer on a direct reference. Instead, this is just no longer hard referenced. And you do that by using get owner, because this is an actor component, so the owner is already the player or the enemy, and so you just do this and just do temp invulnerability. Probably gonna need to scooch all this over. And then I also need to get a capsule component, so get character capsule half height, which is what I need here. I can use this instead of all of this. Just like so. So you're finally making this stuff more modular? Are these going to be components now? No. I'm not changing the modularity of it. I'm making it just less hard referenced. So basically, the best way I can explain it is if I right click and click on size map, right? The player loads, when the player in an empty world, if I just have the player in there, he will be 756.4 megabytes of memory being used. But that means that everything here is loaded even if I'm not using it. So by having all of this not hard reference, that means when the lowest point of memory usage will go down, the highest will stay the same. So if I load everything, it's all gonna be all loaded. But if I only load the minimum will go down and down and down, so which means minimum requirements basically go down, down, and down. But depending on your game, it'll be more or less affecting things. You think you're telling you something new, but I saw that you can drag a variable and drop it onto something like a branch. You mean like to connect it? You mean this? Yeah. I use that from time to time when connecting here. That one I know. But I appreciate the looking out for me. No one's gone over that in tutorials, just missed it somehow. It's one of those things where nobody is really gonna go too much into like hotkeys, because unless you watch the tutorial for hotkeys, because very few people are gonna watch it, I think, because most people already know all of them, and obviously the new people don't. Yes, but I think most people just, yeah, you get the point. Oh, I need to. Yeah, I'm still using cascade particles places. Okay, let's do. So now what I'm doing, okay, is I'm making a new interface called destroy character cascade system. And this is going to take a cascade particle system component. Why are there two? This one. Hello, Unreal Creation. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Is all this work just to reduce the game size on the disc, or are there any consequence on the performance too? Like, no, I'm not changing the size on disc. It is specifically RAM usage that we're changing here. Yeah, so if I go size map one more time, right here in the top right, here, I can even do this. It says memory size. I can change it to disk size, and it'll show me the disk size. But the main thing, this is the minimum that will be loaded if this character gets loaded. So right now for the player, again, 756. But like all this character stats, abilities, all of this stuff that's like ability related doesn't need to be loaded if the character's not using it. Now when he uses it, of course it'll still be loaded, right? You're not lowering the maximum RAM. You're lowering the minimum RAM, because that means I don't need to load all this stuff if I'm not using it. When I use it, it will go up, obviously. So yeah, you lower the minimum, you don't lower the maximum. Hope that helps. Since last night, no, it hasn't gone down, but it started at 1.1 gigabytes. It was at 755 or so yesterday, and still there because until I get the big ones, it's gonna be like all there and it's gonna take a big chunk at one point. It's not something you kind of deal with early on, especially if you're doing like a solo game. You can do like all this optimization later once you have things down the line. It's good to know about, but I don't think it's one of those things you should do like during prototyping or when you're figuring things out. Personally. What are you complaining about? This no longer needs a character reference. Great. Okay, so here now we can use the get owner. And then this, and this goes in here. And now I can get rid of this. Basically replacing a ton of this stuff with Blueprint interfaces is the short version. The main character is always going to be loaded. Why does taking out the references to the character help? No. So, I'll explain this with drawings and a flash of white for some reason. So I have my character. He's very dirty. That's why we had to censor him. The hell? Okay, so this is... Okay, so the website's having issues. We'll go old school. Oh god, my eyes. Phil. There you go. No. Okay, old school. Okay, so the way it works is you have a character, right? And you load this character. Now, let's say this character has an ability where he shoots poison from his hands. Pew, pew, pew. Right? So when you load the game and you don't have this ability, right? You don't load this. Or rather, you don't have to. You can load both of them together, but then the minimum amount of memory is needed is higher because you're loading this and this. But what you can do is not load this ability until you have access to it or can use it. So once you can use it, then cool, it gets added. And obviously the maximum amount of memory is still the same, but the minimum goes down. That's the thing. So that's why you don't want to specifically load everything together. Hope that helps. I don't want to save it. This character reference is not needed. that made you laugh 10 times more than your AI dad jokes? Which is funny because the dad jokes are supposed to make you laugh because they're jokes. And this was an honest explanation. So the irony of the joke, right, is that the dad joke isn't funny, but the thing that's not funny is funny. You're welcome. Could that explain why it's funny? I know. It's the thing that's important. You don't understand how or why, you understand that it is. You guess that's enough. Well, how? Basically, anywhere where I am using a reference to my character class, my BP underscore player, I'm replacing it with just get player pawn, which is just any player pawn. It's not specific to BP player. So I'm basically making that reference to specifically the BP player not be a thing. And it's just going to be a generic player one. That help? Hope that helps. Do I have a sprite? I don't think I have a sprite one. Well, I need to actually just do this. I need to do one that sets collision response to channels and sets... Okay. Have I made any more photo food worthy food yet? I mean, maybe, but I haven't taken any pictures of it.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
So, I guess not. I'm a simple person. I do miss some good steak and like good lamb, but for that to have to go to Costco, and I haven't been to Costco forever. I've been done drinking for a while there, Skronek. You're a little behind. I know there's a delay, but still, come on. Keep up with the times. We gotta be current and modern. You tell me how bad the delay is before. I told you that if you want less delay, go on Twitch. There's less delay on Twitch. By a good amount. But you get better quality on YouTube. Well, I mean, pick your poison. You just gotta pick your poison. E-collision channel. And we want collision response. I guess makes sense. Isn't that where the ads are? How dare you, sir? Again, plus and minuses, and if you have Twitch Prime, you can use your Prime on me, and then you get access to emotes and no ads. Or you just subscribe. There are options. I'm just saying. Such a long name. 2 channel. There's a capsule collision response 2 channel. There you go. Time to go to bed for you. Have a good night. Get some sleep, get some rest. Sleepy time, best time. I totally get it. I can relate with that. Sleep is great. Even when I get like 9 hours of sleep, I'm like, I wish I had more sleep. You have so many emojis here, you could never get through them all. I mean, you have emojis everywhere, not just on YouTube. Also, you have YouTube specific emotes on YouTube and Twitch specific emotes on Twitch. Crazy, I know. Without making specific states for it, is there a way to pause a state tree from running if the player dies or gets knocked out or something? I mean, you just stop the state tree. Yeah. Just from your state tree, just drag out and do stop state tree. Just pause it. Well, you can either, well, that it should get back to wherever it was. There is no pause. You could stop it, which will have it reset when you restart it, or you could tell it to go to a different place. But again, right, you can't stop. You can't just pause it wherever it is, like mid animation, mid move. The best you could maybe do is, if you want to pause, is pause the playback, like the entire character. Just make him pause in place and then pause everything by doing time dilation on him specifically. That's the best you can do, probably. Mm. When a character is knocked out, they're laying on the ground and you're watching their state tree run a bunch of different states. Yeah. So what you want to do is when they're knocked out, they get a gameplay tag or something. And then when they have the tag, you need to have a transition that goes to the knocked out state. And the only way to leave the state is when you stopped being knocked out, and then it can. But again, that is effectively the same thing as stopping it and restarting it after. I've had issues where my characters will continue to move even when they're supposed to have their state tree stopped, and when they've moved to a place when they shouldn't be able to do anything. I don't know. I'm not the best on that one. I've not been able to 100% with under any circumstance fix this damn issue, so maybe I'm not the best person to ask on that one. If we start adding states for unconscious and dead, you want to know if there was an easy standard way? No, you gotta do states for those. Yeah, I gotta do states. Why does YouTube have all these shapes for? What shapes? For you to use, obviously. Do you not like the shapes? I think they're nice shapes. You hate them immensely? I mean, I think at that point you gotta look on the inside. Look deep inside and try to think, why do you dislike them? And I think that's an inner problem. It needs a input of actor. They're showing up as broken pictures? I think the YouTube emotes don't work with the chat, if that's what you mean. Unfortunately. I wish they did. It'd be nice. What is the... I guess I need to do this. Because from the owner, or owner. Oh, Actually, I didn't need to do this. I'm on the... I didn't need to do this. I didn't need to do this. I just do this. I did not need to do any of that. Go away. None of that needed to happen. God damn it. It's fine. It's fine. HUD reference. What is this? A surround checking. I am going to do this, so I might as well do it now. Player controller. Square looks like the square that killed your father. I mean, are you sure you remember it correctly? I need to add one to the HUD here. So this is... It's not really cooldown. It's not really a cooldown one. Add a HUD. HUD, I don't know. Cooldown, widget. And takes just a widget. Definitely a square. Well, you don't think he is, a square when you see it? I'm just saying that from a distance, it could look like a square, but in reality, when you get up close, it's a rounded square. And you don't notice the intricacies of the curves. That's not actually just a proper square. And what if it's a cube? If you were looking at it from the side, and from the side, it looks like something else. I'm just saying. Eyes can be deceived. When a square kills your father, does it matter what kind of square it was? Of course. Are you gonna get rid of all the squares? No, I can't do that. And depending if you're looking at the child's game where everything fits into a square, it could be anything now. It could be any shape. Oh god, this has so many references. thankfully, a lot of them I think are just going to be replacing it with just get owner. Okay, I'll accept this one. Okay, I need to move this to character info. Does a circle could fit into a square? Does that make it a murder? I mean, does it? At certain angles, a square is a circle. And a circle is a square. I have to live with yourself knowing that you now have no shapes left. I know, it's sad. What can I paste? Copy. Hey, there he is. This needs to be by, and this is just gonna get swap this out to float. Rotate by default 1. That's gonna go here. Oh. Apparently I have to remake it. I don't know why. Okay. So actually diamonds, I mean, if they're diamonds, you should take those. No, you should just take those. Diamonds are pretty valuable. I mean, I just kidnapped the diamond ones, yeah. I hear, you know, diamonds are a great way to pick up a girl. Or because they're so durable, they're not going to crack no matter what the weight of the girl is. And to get sprite color, and then okay, Get sprite color. Linear color. Just get color. Get sprite color. How are you thinking about making money off of diamonds? Where's your sympathy for your slain father? Look, everything's a business decision to a certain degree. Just say. Sometimes you gotta look where the money is. I don't think anything wrong with that. Unless the money is not where it's supposed to be. Did you move the money? Did you put the money where it's not supposed to be? Is that why you're worried about why I'm worried about the money? Hmm? Oh, this is a vector. That's a vector. Victim blaming? No, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm speaking, you know, I'm on the sidelines making money. That's all I'm doing. I'm separate from this. I am not part of this. Where did I? There it is. It's vector 3, right? Yeah. Why it's so hard for me to be sad for a man murdered by a square? I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm a square, because I'm definitely not a square. Definitely not a square. I don't know why you would think that. Definitely not a square. Maybe a circle. That's what I am. I'm a circle. Or a rhombus. But definitely not a square. Almost forgot to copy over the values. So many in this one. Oh, jeez. Oh, there's so many here. I guess that makes sense. It's my entire ability system here. Yeah. Kind of makes sense that, I have a lot of character references on this one. It's about me rather than the victim. Are you sure you think I'm saying it's about me? Are you sure you don't want it to make it about me? I feel like instead of, grieving your father, you're trying to come after me. Maybe you should look on the inside. Maybe you are the one that killed your father. Have you looked on the inside? Deep down inside? Maybe you have been the square this entire time.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Does no one in this cruel world care that a man was murdered by a square? Hello, Dadar Dragon. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You see the BCG Road Generation talk by Chris Murphy Unreal post? No. If it was an Unreal talk, then I don't watch almost any of those. What was it about? Let me rephrase this. Did they show how anything is done? I'll start with that. Because 90% of the talks there are just like, oh yeah, this is a way of doing something, but they don't show actually how anything is done. So let's start with that. Did they show how the road generation is done in Unreal? It was a love demo. So no. Live demo. Well, that's fine. But did they explain how it's set up? It's only 40 minutes to 2 hours long without explaining how to do this stuff. Is that not an opportunity for content? Yes, they did. Well, it's a matter of... A lot of the talks are just that. They're talks, but they don't actually show or how anything is done. They're just like, oh, here's like, this can work, and this is already the setup, and I've changed some variables, and this is what happens when I change the variables. But how is it like set up, like more step by step, more of like, okay, first you're gonna need to set this up, and then go here. That's where this area is. This is where the nodes are, right? Like an actual explanation of everything, like. From scratch? What's the video called? I'll take a look. These fat fingers. I don't think the problem is the fat fingers. I think the problem, if anything, is the lack of patience to check your work after you typed in the message before you're hitting enter. Let's be honest. If everyone just paused for a little bit longer, there'd be so much less typos. Just pause for a moment, check, and then send. But no one ever pauses. No one has to. No one wants to do that. Oh, there's a data 4 one. Oh. Yeah, if you send me the video name, I'll take a look. Oh, it's been a while since someone read the cat girl stream chat. Enjoy. Vector 4 is not actually a vector 4. It is effectively 4 floats. X, Y, Z, W. Procedural roads and buildings in PCG. That's not what you said? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what you're saying. This is not big. Why are you speaking in cat girl speak? Not my fault that you're speaking in cat girl speak. Okay, let's take a look. Because I was looking into this as well. Yeah, I want to see how he gets rid of that. Because I was looking at yeah, getting the points is easy. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Hold on. How did he remove it? That's basically what I was trying to find. Subtract? You can use subtract for that? Okay, I'll need to watch this one. He was using some interesting things. So the question then becomes, what is he doing for the intersections to make them fit perfectly? Or does he not have them fit perfectly? He doesn't. I see. He then he connects them. I mean, yeah, he basically did what I was trying to look into and figure out, which didn't have the time. Yeah, buildings are done using this method, which makes sense. Yeah, he's just showing the method that was used there. I mean, there you go. People wanted a city builder. Enjoy. Yeah, I was trying to find this part, because the new 5.7 allows to get the points and all that, but I was trying to ask somebody, like, how do you split the spline? No one can answer me. But apparently they found a way of doing it, which I mean makes sense. They developed the damn thing, so I'd hope they know. I couldn't figure out this part. How do you, from a single curve, remove these points and have it be separate data, basically? Because that's what you need to do. Is have a separate data to have separate splines. Unless it's not data, but yeah. Sweet. I'll watch that. Maybe I can build on top of that. Because that is one of the difficult parts right there. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. It is very rare that these the Unreal videos they come with like full tutorials. A lot of times they're just like, oh, here's the concept, basically. Oh, that's what this was. It's a vector 4 structure. But then I would need to... It's fine. I mean, with that, once you have that, you can do a lot. You can do a lot once you have that. Okay, so maybe maybe a mini village generator is not too far away. If we have that. Chris is kind of the only one that does that. Everyone loves him for that. Plus, he's a great speaker. Is he an Unreal dev? Like... I didn't even unmute. I haven't even heard the voice. And most of the stuff that I'm used to is I'm just grabbed a random one. It's stuff like this where there's just a person talking and then showing basically a PowerPoint presentation with some example. This is what I'm used to from videos from Unreal Engine, which is why I don't watch them. I cannot and then they'll eventually do some examples with some graphs or something like that, right? But it's not going to be like a step-by-step almost. I've never seen it until the one you just linked, pretty much. But a majority of these are PowerPoint, effectively. And I just can't watch PowerPoint. Just, not for me. So many more. Yeah, I can just do this. That's cool. Ooh, I can also get the velocity. I could just say get movement variables, and then I can get velocity and moving on ground, stuff like that. Get movement variables. Moving on ground. Velocity. Evangelist, you think? Or remember at least? Yeah, if tutorials on the Unreal Engine channel were more like that, I'd watch. I'd definitely watch. I need to actually hold on. Just do these. Yeah, a slightly different one. So we're gonna use this one and this one. I'm kind of looking forward to watching that. I'll be honest. That seems like something up my alley. If we can do, let's think this through. Assuming that, well, I mean, I'm not assuming. I can see that it shows the way to do it. Assuming we have that, the question then becomes, okay, the Dark Dragon. You've seen this clearly, right? Like you've seen it? You've seen the entire video? Yeah. Do you understand everything now from there? Or, like, what I mean is there even a point of me making a video showing something like this at this point? Or this video covers everything and you're good? Does that make sense? Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so obviously. Like, is there anything that I could even add if I did my own version of it? Because based on the scrubbing that I did, it seems like it's pretty good. I mean, I have no idea what he says or how you explain things or anything like that, but in terms of like showing everything, it seemed pretty good. You'd be good from that, but stuck directly after as you currently use PCG, but oh, you don't currently use PCG. Got it. The only way for me to make to do my own thing is if I did like a full series on it, or basically made a village or something like that. Right. So like did something that does show the same stuff, but in a different shell, if you will. I can't tell what you quite mean by that, Dark Dragon. What do you mean by like that procedural minds guy? Are you trying to say no one watches his videos in relationship to Scrollneck, or what do you mean? Because you're watching me on the procedural, I'm the procedural minds guy, hence where you're watching the stream from. So I'm not sure what you mean by that. By that procedural minds guy. Hey Clouds, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm on the wrong side of your screen tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me fix that. There you go. Oh, okay, got it. I was confused. Got it, Dragon. I was like, I'm trying to understand, because clearly you probably know where you are, so I was confused. Sorry, yeah, now I'm back here. I'm back here because I'm doing a lot of stuff in the bottom right with the blueprint interface, so I don't want to block it. If you want, I can go up here, higher, or higher, lower still. What do you want? Wee. I know you are, Clouds. Even if you aren't, it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe I failed, Clouds. That's it. It's the end of the world. Oh, I'm gonna cry. It's so sad. I'm not actually gonna cry. Let's bring a tear to my eye, though. I guess what I need now, if we're gonna do a village thing, like show how to make a village or something like that, is I need assets. That's what I need. I mean, I guess I could use what I could do, and I have been considering it, is using my library of assets for the videos, and then for the packaged builds, because I can't legally just package and put behind Patreon wall like a bunch of like paid assets, is like replace them with cubes. But like, that's such a, it'll take me a bit to do that, and then I don't know, like to replace things every time and get rid of all of it. And at the same time, I think it would be better for the tutorial itself. Now, the problem isn't me. I have lots of assets, Lustiker. The problem is I put the package builds right for the package tutorial files on Patreon, which means I can't just download an entire pack and put the entire project behind Patreon. That's against, you know, terms. If it's like permanently free, you know, there's an argument for that, but not like paid stuff, which is why I've been using the assets I've been using. It's specifically because that's what I've been had access to. So we'll see. It would allow me to do different things, like a village potentially, because I have access to buildings and stuff like that. So those are from Quixel, and there's not that many. Like, and I did have like the village pack or stuff like that. I remember there was a pack that I was using. Yes, there's one that I remember, because I remember one video where I was doing that. Remove character debuff widget icon. Do that on stream one day. Create the assets. That doesn't. Do you know how much time it takes to create all those assets? That's like especially considering how much, like how many hours I stream per day. That's a multi-month thing. 20 minutes. I wish. That's a multi-month endeavor. Fiverr? I don't want to pay for all that. I don't make enough money on YouTube. How much money do you think I make on YouTube to hire people to make asset packs? Kind of assets I'm looking for? Just all sorts of stuff. And also, like, I don't want like shit stuff if I'm gonna, you know, use it. I don't want to pay for $15 assets are not gonna be anything good. I'll tell you that. You cannot make anything good for $15. Like, unless it's mass produced and you're just selling it on the marketplace and you're giving someone that thing, right? For marketplace stuff is always cheaper, but when you're giving someone, like, building a one of, for example, for someone, that's not $15. Just put all of these inside their own section. If prices were that low, I'd be broke. Because I'd be getting paid minimum wage, basically. It's fine, though. It's fine. I'll probably do what I just said, which is probably use packs and then swap them out for the Patreon version. Unless no one tattles, then put them all there. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That would be a bad idea. I wonder, could I do... Get reference to self. Get class. Get... Can I get the... get class defaults? Yeah, I could, if I wanted to, know the default of this class. Get the... utility, sprite shake. I can do... Scroll to the bottom. Hide unconnected. And then do this. So I could not have this variable.
Pausing for ads.
I just remembered this is a thing. If you ever want to get your default values from anything, get reference to self, which is the blueprint class that it is. Then get class, which is the class that it is. And then you can search get defaults, get class defaults, which gets you the entire list of all the default variables. Absolutely everything default. At which point, detail panel, bottom, hide unconnected pins, and then just search for the one you want. For example, that one, and mark it on, and then you have it. No reason to save any default values. I forgot about the little detail. Oh no, this saves the location. That's the default value of it. Can I get... This one actually won't work here. Actually, this would not work for this. Never mind. No, it wouldn't work. Because this is set specifically, I'm not getting the actual sprites location. I'm setting it from the sprite location because I don't have it as a variable. So in this scenario, I don't have it. Otherwise, it would return me 0, 0, 0. Oh well. I was almost cooking. Almost. It's still a good thing to know about if you guys didn't know about that. For like just generic, you would need the default values of something, of a variable you have, that you set up and you customize the defaults here. You can still use it for stuff like that. Can I do no? I need to do this. I need to pause playback. So many. Go in order. Go in order. I'm getting distracted on the order. Let's do clear focus first. Which would be just clear enemy focus. Clear enemy focus. Any inputs? No. Putting something specifically on the enemy, guys. On the enemies. Oh, the enemy. Hold on. Could I? Because this is just controlled actor. Yeah, I don't actually need to do this. I can just do this. I think. If not, then he'll complain of me about it. What's my size right now? It shouldn't have changed yet. I haven't finished this. So the reference is not going to be broken until every single one in here is going to be refreshed. And let me just show you. There's a few references left on this one, unfortunately. If I show you on the player, right? Yeah, still the same. So it is what it is. Sometimes it's hard to tell. It's hard for you to see what those notes say. All good. Basically, all of these down here are just get character reference. Oh, thank you, Leo, for finally addressing me the way I should be addressed. God. Thank you, Leo. I appreciate it. Welcome in. How are you doing? Feels like you were using sticks and stones to make it work. I mean, not really. I think for what you're doing, you can get away with full blueprints. Oh yeah, resume playback too. That makes sense. That makes sense. I feel like a genuine blind caveman forcing the square in the circle hole to make it work. What do you mean everything goes in the square hole? Come on, everyone knows this. Okay. Sell me on this. Sell me on it. If you're going through the gas vids, it's not even close to functional. It's like not even close to what is it not even close to functional? Sell me on it. If only you object natively could support tick, it could be done with your system. I mean, I think you're making a way overkill system, but sure. Yeah. Your current system is like 30% of what gas can do? Yeah, but do you need... but what do you need it? Also, if it cannot do something, can you, like, are you able to customize it the way you want? Some parts, yes. I say that like you can't at all. Yeah, some parts, yes. You're trying to remake some systems? Surprise, surprise. That's why I keep saying, don't optimize early. Because until you know that's how you're going to be doing it, it's a waste of time. I mean, look, if you want to deal with compiling, you're welcome to it. Right? The problem for me, why I don't do it, is not that gas is bad or anything like that. It's been always that I don't know programming. I don't know coding. So when I had a compile issue of following it after following a tutorial to enable it, I couldn't fix it. And that, nothing's scarier than that to me. So like for me, it's definitely not an option. But if you're willing to go through with that, yeah, do it. Take a Sony on some things, it's disgusting. On what? How to make a specific system and blueprints? to make it work with your system. Then you watch gas, it's like it's just there. Everything is there. What system? What's the system? Could I do get component by class? I actually, you know, I do need to use this in other places. There's no reason to do it. Sorry. I need to modify max health and modify health. Modify health. I have. So this one I can do. I need to do modify max health. It just takes one float. You objects primarily need tick plus world context for spawning actors, dagger, anything in the world. You could probably recreate a gas system without multiplayer and blueprints. I think that's all you need. Like, generally, I think that's all is needed. There's a bunch of async tasks that can happen. Well, it's absolutely needed. Okay, so if you're saying that's all you need, so you don't really need. So you're saying you can recreate a gas system without minus multiplayer, obviously, which is always been a thing in blueprints. So then why is it just you want to use gas because you don't want to recreate it yourself? Is that really the primary reason, or is there like something beyond that? Which is a fine reason, by the way. Don't make it, just to be clear. I'm not saying like, oh my god, I can't believe that is the reason why you're doing it. No. Yeah, that is a perfectly acceptable reason to not want to do something. How many more references do you have left? A lot. I wish it would tell me somewhere here how many it found. What is this? Health up. Like most of gas gameplay queue ability effect helper functions that come with gas system is pretty useful, but you can also make it in blueprints for some degree, as long as it's not async. Yep. Async, from my understanding, is one second. Actor object reference. Async, from my understanding, is just means it's happens at the same time. So instead of one after the other, they happen at the same time. Right? That's what async is. Here I do get component by class, interestingly enough. I think this needs to be get reference, because this needs to be updated to actor object reference, which means I need to get the base max health, which I think gets health values. I'll buy you the base max health specifically. One second. Why is this on the right now? How has this been like moving to the right? I guess I probably don't want to know. It's like a continuation of code while waiting on a result. Yeah, so something happens and you have, that's what you have at the same time. You don't have to wait for it. I mean, there's any async functions in Blueprint besides load async asset or in the animation montage. Isn't soft references async? Like if you load, when you load soft references. Tons of stuff are for loops. Are for one. Wait, loops? Loops are async? How's that possible? Don't they need to, like, the first loop has to finish before the next one? Right, you need to have... Yeah, loops are sequential. They have to be. They have to do one then the other, otherwise things would break. Okay, what is this? Capsule half height, we can get that as well. The loops are loops, but you can make it a way for action to finish. Can't. You can't make it a way for action to finish. No, what I mean is, like, right, when you do loop 1, if you save a variable there, loop 2 will have that saved variable. And loop 3 will have the second saved variable, and loop 4 will have the... Right? There's no way for you to have loop 1 not finish before loop 2. Right? That's not that's an impossibility. Because they go... Right? Is there something I don't know about? I mean, it's very possible. For your loop, it will execute in order. Your actions for the elements will not wait to finish for the... Yes. Do things normally wait for the thing to finish before doing it? I guess maybe that's the part probably where, like, I don't think functions wait for the function to finish to execute the entire function. They just start doing things, don't they? Do they not? Do functions, like, if does this function wait for this entire thing to finish calculating before? No, I think my brain can't keep up with this. My brain can't keep up with it. It's not good. It's not smart enough. You're back, explaining. You're good. You're good. And you get the max walk speed, and then I need to set the walk speed. Okay. Okay. Yeah, movement variables. We need to add walk speed here. And you need to do set character walk speed. For loop nodes and blueprints are non-blocking and execute their loop body each frame without waiting for the previous iteration to complete. So, okay. Yes. If in a sense that you had the first loop do a delay, the second loop will not wait for the first loop to finish. Yes. Is that what async is? I thought that was just sequential. Temptation to switch over to gases there. It's like you're a starving parched man. Gas just offers the most engorging food and juiciest of drinks. But when you make your own, you feel so good about it. I know I do. I feel good about it. But you again, you can absolutely use gas just keep in mind that you got to be able to ready that if there's a compiling issue, you need to be the one to fix it and be able to fix it, which is a deal breaker for me, but might not be a deal breaker for you. Only concern is probably not being able to upgrade to a new Unreal version. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, you got, if there's a new update and you got to be able to recompile it, which means sometimes you'll have compiling errors between versions and things of that nature. Not always. What started the conversation about async? Leo brought up GAS, the gameplay ability system, and how it offers async stuff because multiplayer and all that stuff. You're going to do it, clone it, make it a C++, and try it from there, so you have the blueprint backup to work on. Do it. Give it a whirl. See how it is for you.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Okay. Just doing so I don't forget it. Oh, doesn't like to have things called multiple times. This is not needed. Just put it here. Yeah. So, out of curiosity, Leah, what is GAS? What has GAS made you excited about? Like, what does it do right now? You're like, oh my god, I wish I had this. Sell me on it. I'm not asking like what you can't create at this point, but what has you excited to just try GAS versus continuing your own? Yeah, fine. I'll keep this in case I need the slope angle later. because it has this, which is a node that I always forget about. Get slope degree angles is so nice because you basically do get the characters in right vector, up vector, and the line traces floor normal, and then you basically have the angle of the slope that it's on. So quite handy. Oh, lovely. I love when I need to. Is this a function? It is. So at the very least, I can do remove this to a local variable, and there's going to be weapon stats. There we go. What was the question? What is it about gas that has you excited to try it out? Not, like, we're ignoring like what you can or cannot recreate. Just what has you excited right now that you're like, oh my god, and makes you want to transition over. I am curious. Why is... Okay, that was odd. The fact that after setting it up after the first video, you were able to make an ability and make it work within minutes. But what specifically? What were you able to make work? Sell me on it. I'm genuinely curious. This is a scene component object reference. Or is it currently taking a while to make an ability? He doesn't want to tell me, guys. He doesn't want to tell me. It's a secret for all those who use gas. A simple thing is, as dashing, I have it reduce stamina, go on cooldown, invalidate re-triggering it both while in progress, as well as adding and removing tags. Okay. Makes sense. But then the sub-functionality of also having the dash play a particle effect, a sound, other effects at different points along the dash. Okay. So yeah, it's basically my system, but pre-made. Makes sense. All makes sense. That explains why I don't need it, because I already made it. But why you see her early on, they're like, ooh, this is good. Where is the damage dealer? That needs to be an actor reference. No complaints, good. You can technically do parts of it with your system, but not seamlessly. Makes sense. Yeah, if you you can set up like one function that, like, I have these separate, right? I have like adding a tag, removing a tag, all separate. But you could have like one that does like all of the stuff, you populate it all, and it does it for you. Which has a nice benefit. I get that. But my system gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling in my tummy. It doesn't actually, but we can pretend. I mistyped this. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't complain about everything now that I renamed it, but we'll find out. Is the best kind of replacements when I can just I have one. I have this deactivate disable shockwave black hole. Aha! I had this already made. Ha ha ha. Aren't I the best? Oh no. It's gonna complain about every single place where I've used this, isn't it? No? Just there? I hope just there. Because I've definitely used it in other places. Okay, this one also uses exact character reference. Oh, yeah, this one has a lot of problems. How does this keep going to the right? Why does this keep changing order? Better than all the rest? Tell on me again? Oh, thank you, Skronek. I am better than everyone else. You're right. I should be more positive on myself. You're right. Okay. I need this here. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to collapse this. I should use this more often. Reset projectile. What was this? Reset slow projectile. I should use collapse nodes more often. This is going to be our actor. Because now it can go in here. And then just plug these in. Okay, good enough. Okay, oh. I need the same thing again, huh? Slow character aura, speed increase. Now these are different. Okay. Okay. What I can do though, no, this is different. Oh, it's needed in two places too. Oh, okay, fine. Fine, I'll do this the way he wants us to do it. Think you'll go with the plunge for gas tomorrow, but you're tired now and you're hungry? But Ollie the goat? Yeah, Ollie's great. Ollie is for sure great. He's the He's who got me into learning about AI the best. I think before that, I didn't understand AI nearly as well. Like one of his early stuff. Hello, Master Finciel. Welcome in. How's it going to you? How's it going? How's it going? You may get a kick out of it if you watch his tutorial on it. Maybe not for his project, but maybe as a test one. Say behavior trees. Behavior trees. What? What do behavior trees have to do with gas? I need... I can put it all together. I can put it all together into a function on this one. That's the function. Why can I not make this a function? It doesn't want me to make it a function. Okay. Well, screw you too. Easter and end nodes, yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I'm setting it up. Now first, and then we'll collapse it, and I'll be fine. Probably. Oh, you don't need an end node though. You do need a start node for sure. No, you don't need a start node for a function. No, you don't need either. I'm saying. This might help. Because you can make a single node and close it to a function. But I think what's happening here is it didn't know I had 4 unconnected nodes and it didn't know which one was the start one. I think that was the problem. Get slow down apps. Top one is the slow movement speed, and bottom one is reset slow projectile. Let's clean it up a little bit at least. Yeah, good enough. So then here we just do this one, and then this one. So the single node is your start and end node? Yeah. Well, no. So the problem was I had all of these, right, not connected. So I didn't know which one to connect this to because it does that automatically. It doesn't need an end node. You can just remove the return node entirely. So that doesn't matter. But it needs to have one start node, not multiple. And it didn't know what to do with the multiple. How many verses do I have left? A lot, probably. If it's not your jam, it's not your jam. You know? It's gonna take me a bit. But it's, you know, it's good to do. Get it figured out and taken care of. There's the aura stuff. So this one has a lot of things that affect it. Increases 2, decreases 2. And this information's needed here. So just take all of this. Scooch. That was a good scooch. Pretty much the right amount of room here. I'll take it. The node isn't the return node, it's just the last node along the link. Oh, in that regard, then yeah. In that sense, yes, you then need a start and an end node. Correct. You like strawberry preserves, not jams. When was the last time I had a preserve? It's definitely been a while. I'm trying to think. It has for sure been a while. Like, I don't have jam very often either. I should point this out. But it's definitely, you know, like I have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches from time to time. So I've definitely had that far more recently than preserves. I think we could be talking like multiple decades ago. Like, it's the last time I had a like actual preserve type thing. Collapse nodes don't need inputs or outputs if you don't want them. And you can have the execution pins not even be the top one. They're fancy. Why are you all... The execution is not connected. Oh. Not connected here. I said boy? Should I have said man? I should have said man. Wait, slow character aura, spread increase, and spread decrease. Is this the same? Make map. Ah, but different key here. Okay, fine. Let's make this a function. Actually, hold on. Yeah, this is different. Okay. Do I make it a function? Hold on. Spread, decrease, increase, slow projectile. Slow character aura. Different. But what we can do is, where is it? We can take you. And call this, slow down, withering presence aura. And on this one, we need slow character and speed increase, decrease. Increase, decrease, and set to withering presence.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Oh, and it's a different output. Different outputs. Okay, so there are different things. Slow character sources. Release an autonomous Black Hawk helicopter called U-Hawk. For what? We don't have safe self-driving cars. Not until, like, we have some that are relatively safe, but they're not the smartest. It's the I forget their name. It's the ones that have like all the sensors everywhere. They're in like San Francisco, and I think have moved beyond that in some other cities. But they have like sensors all over the place. Yeah, I think it's Wemo. Yeah. What Blue Sneaker said. But oh. It's I don't know about a helicopter, because if there's an issue with that thing, that can kill someone, not just in the air. Damn it, Leo. That's all you're getting. That was good, but one. I need to plug in one. The second version of the U-Hawk. Careful, you're gonna lose money in multiple ways on that plane or that helicopter. Okay, finally, this one's done. So we can continue with this one. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the character ref here to just character. So that way I just not have it come up. When I search this, that probably will cause issues in other places too. No, because that's the only place. They've had those cards for more than 10 years, yeah, but they've had issues. They've had issues. Good old Waymo. Car is 70,000. A Helio is 7 to 12 million. Also, car is not 6 depth of field. That is a very shallow depth of field. You're not gonna get much there. What I could do is probably, I think this is safe. Cast to character. I'm pretty sure that's safe to do, basically. It is not a reference to a specific thing. Because it specifically takes a character object. Oh, this is... Yeah, get over. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I was like, am I doing the right thing? Yes. Yes, I am. Mr. Yaw, Pitch, and Row Guy? Degrees of Freedom? Mr. Yaw, Pitch, and Row. Logically speaking, the sky has way less capacity for traffic, which will mean the chance of it crashing to stuff is low, but the fact that it's going to be a War Helio, yeah. I mean, look, if it has issues, it's coming down on your head, right? That's the problem. Also, airspace isn't free in a sense. Right, people own airspace. I know, crazy, but that is a thing. So, yeah. I wonder how that's gonna work. What if it happens to fly over like a government facility where it has no clearance? Like, I'm just saying that. And also, like, are there not better, cheaper things to build? That's one I haven't made yet. Get character base stats. Oh, I love how there's multiple. Yeah, one of them is in the old folder, which is great. I need to get rid of that one. Remember cars honking at each other? Where they create their own traffic jam in their own parking lot? And yeah, there's a lot of really funny ones with those. That's there's a lot of funny ones. Like, they've created their own traffic jams in places. They've also just been stuck in places where they just don't need to be stuck. They've stopped in the middle of intersections. There's been issues, right? The difference is if a Waymo stops in the middle of an intersection, like, that's fine. But if a helicopter stops in the middle of the air, by stops I mean like stalls or something like that. Obviously, if it could stop moving. It's a helicopter, I can't do that. But like, if it stalls, kind of problem. Kind of problem. Also, my God, I just saw the time. That's okay. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna go to the grocery store after. I've been having too much fun cleaning stuff up. Yeah, pretty much exactly the same still. I haven't finished this. It is what it is. Oh well. We'll try to get it finished up tomorrow. Although no promise on that one at all. Where do they get the funding? The government, probably. I mean, like, it could be a private thing. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll continue this adventure. I think we're definitely over halfway done. I want to say we're over 3/4 of the way done, at least. Hopefully. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.